Ladies and gentlemen, you are here on a fantastic night. The gentleman that we have for you comes all the way from Chicago, but you may have seen him either online or on television. Of course, when he was on Penn and Teller Fool Us, he fooled them. Yes, a little round of applause for that. But even more than that, he started a YouTube channel when he was just 14 years old, and currently it's been viewed by more than 30 million people, 30 million views on his YouTube channel, which you can check out. It's called Limitless. Now, he also performs on a regular basis for the Chicago Bulls games. You can see him before or during the halftime of the games, and he is here to perform for you. Please welcome to the stage, Jabrizi.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Come on, gotta get over here. Yeah. I'm gonna reach over. All right, I'm not gonna smack anybody in the front row. All right. My man. All right, so everybody up and everybody in the back. All right, put your hands. Just wave for me. Wave. Start a wave from over here. All right, go. Okay, perfect. Have to move the energy in the room a little bit, before I start the magic. So, first trick. First, we're gonna do a trick with a bottle. All right. I drunk the Coke. Okay, so just long story short. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna make this bottle vanish. No one seems impressed by the idea. Great. Here we go. Snap my fingers, and it's gone. It's absolutely gone. Not to be found. This looks believable. Everyone's buying into this because all this magic is happening here. Great. Who believes me? Raise your hand. Thank you. You fully committed. He raised his hand halfway, stopped, and then went down. I was like, man, we could have two people in here. All right. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, look, it's okay. Here, let me just, open up the secret compartment. Cool. All right. Done. Vanished. Oh. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate your claps and everything. So, on a scale of 1 through 10, how impressive was that trick? What are you talking about? 3. A 3. Okay. All right. I'm not impressing anybody here. Okay. Great. This is just a horrible way to open up. All right. So let's see what we can do. Okay. All right. Gotta channel my magic, man. I left it in Chicago, so it's a little harder to do it here in Ohio. Ooh. Yeah. It's gone. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Throw this in the trash. All right. So now let's go ahead and open up. I need one volunteer who has a ring. Anyone here has? Oh, just put your hands in the air. Just wave them like you just don't care right now. All right, great, beautiful. We're going to see where can I find the most expensive ring. Oh, no. All right, looking around. All right, that's a nice ring. Yeah, come on up. What is your name? Leanne, come up here, okay? Great. All right, great. You're on stage with a black guy from the south side of Chicago with an expensive ring. This is great. And he's a magician. It works out really well. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to play a game.
Okay.
All right? You like games?
Yeah.
Good. Put your ring in this hand. Beautiful. All right. I'm not going to run off with it yet. So we're going to play a game called My Ring, Your Ring. Okay? Leanne, step a little closer. All right, so look, I'm going to take my ring. I'm going to place it in my pocket. Cool? You're going to place your hand on the seam of my pocket. So on the seam, on the seam.
It's there.
All right, on the seam.
It's on the seam.
Great. All right. Nowadays you don't know. Like people get a little risky. All right. There we go. Could you give me a snap, sir? Give me a snap, yeah. Beautiful. See, when he snaps, that's when it happens. Your ring changes into my ring.
So is my ring in there?
Okay, so yeah, if my ring's here, where's yours?
That's the question. Is it in there? Or is it in this
Let me
hand?
show you. Your ring is here. It's always been here. Mine has been in my pocket.
Okay.
What would make you think that?
I'm seeing things, you know?
You might.
I might be.
Take this ring.
All right.
We're gonna do something else, okay?
Do I take it off?
No, put it on. Put it on, so you won't lose it.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna show you how to take my ring off.
Okay.
Okay, this is really cool. So everything has a soft spot. If you could find the soft spot, it's like right there. Boom. I can push an object straight through.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
You ready, Leanne?
I'm ready.
All right. Look. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe your pinky's just really fast.
That's a good theory. Wow. Let's see how fast yours is. Hold your finger up.
All right, I'm ready.
Other one. Let me get the other one. Let me get pinky up. Yes, thank you. All right,
Okay.
so Leanne, face this way, okay? Keep it straight. Pinky in the air like you just don't care.
Right.
No,
Which
like
way?
that.
This
Great.
way?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You're like, why did you put the thumb up?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right, great. Right there. All right. Hey, don't move, Leanne.
Okay.
Here, can you hear the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great. Leanne, here we go. The ring goes onto your pinky. Same scenario. Don't move.
I don't see.
Because you have a small pinky. I have big fingers. Don't move. Watch the ring. If I take it, I can... Oh, wait. It's a runaway ring over there. Give me a second.
I'll be there.
Yeah, stay right there, Leanne. All right. Yeah. Leanne,
Okay.
this is what we'll do. Let me see your ring.
This one?
Yeah, let me see that one. Great. All right, yeah, take it off. How much is this worth?
$20.
$20.
Cold.
I chose the wrong person. All right.
It looks expensive. It fools you.
All right. All right, so look, I'll do something here. Would you like to be a part of this show? No?
She said no.
Okay. You're going to be a part of this show. You have one job, okay? I have to take the cap off my bell, all right? Every time something amazing happens, you're going to shake the bell, okay? Awesome. Leanne, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Watch your ring.
I think I lost track. That one's my ring?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Ready? Done. It vanished. Okay, come on. I need you to do it. Ring the bell. No, at the top. Yes, great. Amazingness. Everybody, round of applause. Thank you. Man, I'm going to give you a hug because you just got robbed. All right, go ahead. Take a seat right over there. All right, I'm going to pawn it for like $1.
Yeah, it won't go for much more.
Well, I'll figure out how to get this thing. Go sit back down. You'll get it when I want to give it to you. Or you'll find it somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, everybody give Leanne a round of applause. You made the decision. Okay, so now for this next trick. I'm going to need someone with a phone. Everyone hold your phone in the air, please. Hold your phone in the air. Great. This is one big robbing attempt in this building I'm going for. All right. My man, what you got right there? What's that? Is that an Android?
Style Ford.
So it's a what?
It's a Style Ford.
Okay, style Ford. Okay, what you got right there?
LG G5.
LG G5. Okay. Can I get some more phones in there? You know what? I gotta do this, dude. Come on. What's your name?
Tim.
Kim?
Yes.
Kim, do me a favor. Stand right here. This is gonna be great. All right. Now, I need you to, you have a passcode on that phone?
No.
You don't?
No.
All right. Now,
I don't lose mine.
you don't, okay, great. You just trust people around your phone like that?
I'm married.
Oh, okay, great. So if you could you set a passcode on the phone?
I could.
All right, go ahead, set a passcode. Choose any number of digits and make sure you remember it too. It's gonna be great. So essentially, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna attempt to read your mind here, all right? I'm not gonna look at those digits, all right? Just make sure I'm looking this way, right? I'm not looking at him. Great. Kim, when you got it, just go ahead and tell me that you have the passcode now set on the phone.
I do.
You do?
I do.
It's confirmed. Great. All right, now unlock it for me. All right, beautiful. That's what we'll do. All right, so I'm going to try something here, okay? You have, what is this, like you can always tell by the little thing notch. Great. You have an iPhone, which one is this? 'Cause
6.
6. Okay, great. We're going to try something, all right? Let's see how this works. You ever had anybody read your mind before?
No.
No. It's going to be the first time. Okay, let's see. Where is... Do you have a calculator app on here? Where's your calculator app? Oh, wait. Cool. My bad. It's just, all right, here. Perfect. Now take this, hold it toward yourself. Okay, toward yourself. I'm going to turn around. Kim, how many digits is the passcode?
4.
4. I want you to put in 4 random digits in on the phone.
Okay.
Hit the plus button.
Okay.
Now I want you to add your passcode, then hit equal.
Okay.
Does that look anything like your passcode?
No.
No. That's great. I'm going to show this to everybody. Everyone, this looks nothing like his passcode. All right? Now we're going to go ahead and hit clear. All right, Kim, let's recap on everything that happened. All right? You went ahead and you punched in a bunch of random digits, and you hit clear. All right? I'm going to go ahead and lock the phone. All right? I want you to, did I just unlock his phone? Uh-oh. Okay. Maybe the password didn't confirm. But Kim, you know what you tried to do, right?
I do.
We're just going to imagine as if I'm reading his mind, all right? So here we go. You ready?
I am.
Okay, all right. So here we go. So just think about the first digit, okay? Imagine the number just floating across from your mind to my mind, okay?
Okay.
Okay, cool. And he smacked me with it. Okay, great. All right. Yeah, so one is the first digit, correct?
Yes.
All right. Cool. This is a number that means something to you.
Yes.
Okay. Next digit, 0.
It is.
Think about the last 2 digits. I feel like you're bringing me to, you know what's crazy? This feels very familiar. I'm born in October. Right? Now, this is weird. I feel like you're thinking about October 30th. So it'd be 10:30 on the phone.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That's what his password would be. Man, give Kim a round of applause. Now, here's the thing. A password is like, we're gonna try something different, okay? This one we don't have to set a password up for. In fact, it was already done when you bought the phone and you got the service. All right. Let's try this. Hold the phone out to the audience. Great. Kim, I need you to think about your phone number. All right.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Set in my password. Okay, and just keep thinking about it. Think about the first 3 digits. All right.
Got it.
You are a local.
I am.
So that'd be 614. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. 614. Keep thinking about it. 614. Next three digits. 578.
Yes.
All right. 578. Think about the last four digits. Now, just for all intents and purposes, because I don't know if they're live or not, I'm not going to say your full phone number because you might have a lot of trolls calling you. So we're just think about the last four digits, okay? Keep thinking about them over and over again, okay? The only person that's going to call you tonight is me, all right? And when I do, I just hope you pick up, man. I would really appreciate it, dude. I get a little lonely sometimes. I need a friend to talk to, all right?
I'm there for it.
Hey, come here, man. Come here. All right, hold that phone up, man. Let's see if we get this right. Last four digits, okay? All right, I'm calling. Hopefully this works. Keep your face towards the audience. Kim, I want you to answer that. Put it on speaker, because it could be a coincidence. What's up, Kim? How you doing? Hey, man. Yo, thanks a ton. Yo, give Kim a round of applause. Thank you. All right. So, I need two people who are best friends in this audience. If you could, just hold your best friend's hand. And oh, great! You completely just. He's like, I am not your best friend. Okay. Well, if you have your best friend here, well, you two. Stand up, guys. Oh, wait. Something amazing happened. Ring the bell. Ring it. All right. So it was two tricks. Again. Thank you. Okay, you two, come on up. Great. Now, what's your name? Daniel. Craig. Great. So, Daniel, Craig, we're going to do something crazy here. You guys brothers or friends?
No, that's my little brother. My brother. Nah, he's my little brother.
This is your little brother?
I love him. He's my little brother.
Okay, all right, perfect. He's like, nah. He about to. Oh, this is your real brother?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, you guys are going to be brothers, okay? So welcome to the family. I'm about to go ahead and join you guys together. All brothers in here. All right, look. Hold your hands out. Place your hand on top of my hand. Beautiful. Place your hand on top of my hand. We're going to connect each other all together, okay? Close your eyes. Inhale and take a deep breath. I want you to take your other hand. Put it behind your earlobe. Yeah, put it behind, and rub your earlobe and say woo-sigh and exhale. Woo-sigh, woo-sigh, woo-sigh. Yes. Woo-sigh, woo-sigh, woo-sigh. Woo. I don't hear the woo-sigh. Woo-sigh. Great. And stop. Okay, you can let go of your earlobes. All right, hands down. Awesome, beautiful. You open your eyes. Great. What was your name again? Daniel? Craig. Okay. So, Daniel, this is what you're going to do, okay? You're going to keep your eyes closed, keep a poker face, give no tellaways whatsoever. Craig, you're going to watch Daniel this entire time. Okay? It's going to be creepy the way you're just watching him. But you're just going to continue to keep looking at him with just this deep gaze. Now, it's important that you don't take your eyes off him, okay? That's your only job. And your only job is to keep your eyes closed and to keep a poker face and to give no tellaways whatsoever. Okay? Okay, I'm going to just face you this way. Okay, great. It's going to kind of angular, like, yeah, that way. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. All right.
You good, bro? I got you.
Daniel, yes or no, did you feel something touch you?
Yes.
Okay. Daniel.
Yes.
Hold your fingers up. How many times did you feel this specific one? Hold your fingers up. How many? Hold your fingers up. Like when you felt it. Give me a number.
Once.
Once?
Do I hold my finger?
Okay, once. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Now you can put your finger down. Okay. Daniel,
Yes.
where specifically did you feel this one?
My left shoulder.
Point. Daniel, open your eyes.
Yeah.
Craig, tell him what happened.
You touched my left shoulder.
At any
You
time,
rubbed my left shoulder. It felt nice.
at any time, did I ever touch him?
No.
Never.
Not once. Wow.
Every time. Every time I touch Craig. Thank you. Every time I touch Craig, you felt it.
Usually always do.
Oh, Lord, I don't even know what that means. All right, yeah, give these guys a round of applause. Thank you. Take a seat. Daniel, Craig, yes. Hey, man, appreciate it. All right, so you know it wouldn't be right if we didn't do card magic. All right, so I got some cards here in my pocket. Let me go ahead and crack these bad boys open. All right, so I'm gonna need one volunteer. Anybody willing to be a part of this card trick? You are, my man. Yeah. Come on up, man. Come on up. Give him a round of applause. Right, what's your name, man?
Cameron.
Cameron? All right, beautiful. Cameron, come on over here. This is what we'll do. So, Cameron, just examine this deck. Make sure it's a regular deck. Nothing funny with it, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, so we'll do. I want you to hold your finger out, and you're just going to tap one card.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. Tap the one I want you to. That one right there. Thank you. No, I'm playing. All right, go ahead.
That one.
This one right here. Yeah, take it. Cool.
Look at it?
Yeah, show it to everybody. I do not want to see it at all. Okay. Call stop anywhere.
Stop.
Right there, put it back. Okay. So look, Cameron, get your card nice and mixed up. We'll give it a shuffle. All right. Cool. Just an ordinary shuffle, not the funny. So watch this. If I snap my fingers, your card highlights itself in my eyes, and I know it's like right there. Boom. The 2 hearts.
Not quite.
You're a good liar. You should become a magician, man. No, really, you should.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah. Right?
Wait, it's not the 2 hearts? Okay, great. All right. If you kind of squint your eyes, sometimes these cards kind of look like other cards. Like here, if you squint, you can kind of almost see it. Can you kind of see it? Like, it looks like another card.
What? What?
Right?
Yeah.
Hold your hand out. Look. Oh.
What?
Huh. That's weird. Yeah. Keep squinting. Look, if you squint it again, see, look, it goes back. Keep your hand out still. Yeah. And the thing is, like, all you got to do is just squint your eyes. Just squint your eyes on the card. Just squint really hard. Doesn't it look like it's changing?
Maybe.
It should. Like, dude, look.
That's amazing.
Your card. Thank you. Give it a harder ring. Ring. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Now look, Cameron. We're going to take this up a notch, okay?
All right.
So look, your card, I'm going to make it jump to the top of it. In fact, you're going to do it. All right? I'm going to give you the magical power. So your card.
Someone once told me I should be a magician. So.
Yeah, you know what? And they were not lying. I can see it. Y'all agree? My God, Cameron the magician. I'm going to put your card right there.
Okay.
Push that in.
Magic.
Beautiful. All right, take the deck.
Okay.
Cameron, you're the magician, man.
All right. Magic.
Snap your fingers. Take the top card.
It's on top.
Yo.
All right.
Yo, I'm ready to quit, man. I'm ready to quit. You the GOAT, man. You the GOAT. Oh, man. Okay, one more?
Yeah.
One more. Okay. So your card,
Yeah.
3 of clubs, okay? You're going to snap your fingers. It's going to jump out the deck, okay? I'll put it right there. Cool?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you're going to push that in. Yeah, push it in. Take the deck.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole deck. Yeah. Keep it all together.
Okay.
Great. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to snap your fingers, okay? And how incredible would it be if it jumped to the top one more time?
Pretty amazing.
It'd be great. Okay, snap your fingers. Now, wait! How incredible would it be? Would it be so incredible that she has to ring that bell again?
Probably, yeah.
You ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, look.
Oh my God. That's too good. Wow.
Oh man, Cameron, you got
Sweet.
some great magical powers, man, that jumped out the deck into my mouth. Thanks. Hey, give Cameron a round of applause. Thank you so much, man. High freaking fire. Oh. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do something special. Actually, can I read your mind?
Yeah.
Okay, come on up. What's your name?
Latrice.
Latrice? Okay, Latrice. So we're gonna do. Yeah, that card here, you're gonna shuffle it up. All right. Yeah. So you know, don't do anything slick to it, didn't throw anything in there. Great, beautiful. All right, place that in my hand. All right, now look, Latrice, you're gonna take a look at this. Seems as if we have, we got a nice amount of cards in here. You mixed them up really well too. Good job. All right, hold your finger out. You're gonna just go ahead and tap down on one card. That one right there. Okay, now I know it's cameras around here, but I'm gonna look down. Take a look at that card.
Okay.
Everyone else sees it? All right. Actually, just, you know what? Let's do this again.
Okay.
Okay? Because I don't even want you to see the card yet. Okay. We'll keep it that fair. All right? So hold your finger out. You're just going to tap one. And that one right there.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Hold your hand out. Flat. Yeah, just like so. So I don't see it. All right? Go ahead and place these bad boys back inside the deck. And I'm going to try to read your mind. All right? Preparing, because I'm not so sure exactly, take a look at the card. Yeah, take a look at it. I don't want to see it. All right, great. Now, only you seeing it. All right. Just going to try to guess this real quick. King of Hearts.
No way.
Hey, give Latrice a round of applause. Now, thank you. You are on it with this bell. Thank you. Now, here's the thing, okay? I don't want to put this back in the deck. We'll try something. Instead of continue to do more card tricks, how about we do something different? Okay? Put the card in your pocket. Yeah, put the card in your pocket. Beautiful. All right. And if you could, hold that hand out. Yeah? Great. And put them together. Okay? Yeah, put them together. You like candy?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's easy. What's your favorite candy?
Reese's.
Reese's? Okay, cool. Mine's a Skittles. I like Skittles.
Skittles.
Like Skittles? Okay, we'll try something. Look, we'll take the cards, and if I snap my fingers, something crazy happens. Look.
Is that Skittles in there?
Right. Here, as you can see, you open it up, and all the cards become Skittles. Give me a hug. Yo, give Latrice a round of applause. Thank you so much. You can take a seat. Thank you. I am Jabrizi, the hip hop illusionist, and thank you so much. Also, wait. You are relentless. I can feel your energy over there in the room. You gotta chill. You really gotta chill. All right? It's just a ring. All right. Now, you want it back. All right. What's your name, sweetheart? Deanna. Say it again. Deanna. All right. Deanna. Deanna, come here. Come here real quick. Great. So, I want you to just kind of just stand here. All right. Your ring. What if I wasn't the one who took it? What if the real magician was her? It'd be crazy. Right?
Seems like the type.
No, we're working together. All right, so look. I want you to hold the bell out. Give it a ring. Yeah, I said give it a ring. Because if you literally look at the bottom of the ring, your ring is just chilling right there at the bottom. Yeah. Is that yours? Here, we'll go ahead and take it off. Oh, Leanna, this is my. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Here you go. Thank you so much. Give me a high five. All right. Like I said, I'm Jabrizi the Hip Hop Illusionist, and thank you so much. Peace out.
Okay, you have seen the act. It's an assortment of clever, commercial, and very practical magic by Jabrizi. And of course, to explain it all to you, we have Jabrizi.
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing?
How are you, man?
I'm doing good.
Good. This is the first time we've ever had a chance to talk. You know, you're a busy guy. But you're busy, like, mostly making friends, getting followers. You know, that's like, I think your mainstay is that you've got probably among magicians the best internet presence of anybody. What do you think of that? Is that kind of reasonable to say that?
I would say it. Yeah, you know, when it comes down to it, I say branding wise, I've done like a really good job of branding myself. It's crazy. I'll be around my friends who have like millions of followers, and sometimes no one knows who they are. And then it's like little old me, you know, like I don't compare it wise, like 3 million followers in total. But like compared to my friends, they have like 20 mil, right?
Sure.
So it's like I'm the smaller guy. I'm really a smaller guy in many situations.
Well, but you know, in magic, I mean, we're a niche market anyway to begin with, so we're kind of on the fringe of you know, major entertainment things. But I think that you've really like been able to sort of raise the bar as far as notoriety. I think pretty much everybody that is paying attention to magic knows who you are. Right?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Definitely at this point.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Now, part of that, I think, has to do, well, first of all, you know, you're exceptionally good at what you do, but I think part of that has a little bit to do with some controversy that you know, maybe you stirred the pot a little bit, and other people, you had some people that didn't really like you to begin with. Mm-hmm. How did that feel to you? Was that okay? Was that expected? You know, how have you dealt with that? Or has it just not gotten in your way? You just do what you do?
It doesn't get in my way. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's weird to say, like, I'm really used to roadblocks in my life. So, and by no means will I ever suppress who I am on the inside to accommodate how other people feel. I think that's like kind of the false way to live life.
Yeah.
When it came to the controversy, you know, it's weird. I'm not trying to stir it up. I'm really on the inside. I'm asking myself, well, how do you feel? What do you want to do? What's the plan? And how are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's an internal talk. Everybody else is just like the external force, you know, of the ripples that I leave throughout the ocean, the pond. To me, it doesn't get in my way.
From me observing, you know, the kind of, it wasn't even backlash, but just kind of pushback that you had from some of the people in magic was that you were sharing how confident you were in what you were doing. They thought you were being overconfident or bragging too much or something like that. But I mean, I believe that you are proving yourself right and them wrong, that you are doing what you said you were going to do, right?
Yeah. When people say those things, they gotta like sometimes ask themselves the question. We all live in like different worlds sometimes. Yeah. Like, from where you grew up in the era that you grew up to where I grew up, it's totally different. So I may see that the world is needing something and I'm trying to fill that void. And maybe someone may not be a part of that void, right? What I seen growing up was everyone around me, listening to what their parents were telling them to do, not following through on their dreams. And it was due to a lack of confidence, right? Mm-hmm. So to me, I am trying to instill confidence into those who may not come from the best predicaments. Maybe their confidence is all they have. Yeah. They don't have the money. They don't have the resources, but maybe it's just their what they feel on the inside that can actually like help them. Like, and that's where I come from. I don't come from money. I don't come from any of that. All I literally had was just belief,
sure.
And that was the only thing I was running on.
Yeah, and sometimes, like you said, I mean that's really what it takes. We used to always say, fake it till you make it, right? if you can convince people that you know what you're doing, mm-hmm. if you are confident in it, then you can create with almost nothing. Now, for example, like were you inspired by stuff that you saw people performing online? Did that inform you? Where did you get your first initial inspirations to even try magic?
David Blaine.
That's what I was thinking.
Number one.
Yep, I was pretty sure. I hear it a lot from the guys. It's amazing how many people he inspired that have become really, really good in our industry. Yeah. So what was it about it that captured you?
I was like a kid, 8 years old, flicking through the TV, being up at a time I wasn't supposed to be up at. And I just came past this channel, and what was happening, I remember it like it was yesterday. Mm-hmm. The moment never left. The feeling never left. And I think that's what I like about magic. Yeah. The feeling never leaves.
Yeah, well, he was, the first guy, well, his production team were the first people to really show magic with regular people up close, really relating to it. And I thought it was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And honestly, if it had been my first introduction to magic, it would have been inspiring for me as well. And mm-hmm. I was inspired years before that. But I found that whole approach to it really like organic and real and immersed in human experience. Mm-hmm. It just felt so much stronger that way. And I think that you have kind of carried on with that, right?
Yeah.
Like you're really going to real people and just doing stuff directly for them. Is that kind of your calling because of you being inspired that way?
Yeah. Like as a kid, I always had a genuine love for people. Like I say on a sense like I feel what other people feel. Yeah. Right? And the feeling of feeling that they felt the magic. Sure. I feel it even more. Right? And it's an addicting thing to me. I remember one time I was hired for like a company. This is at like a big festival. Right? I'm not going to say the name of them just in case they might like still like me after I did this. But we've seen Childish Gambino, humongous rapper, yeah. Right? Made the song "This Is America," and I'm a fan of Childish Gambino. And there, on the contract, we were hired to do magic for celebrities, and I'm not scared to approach any celebrity at all. Like, just am not. And I wanted to just make a magic show where people could see like their favorite people also see magic. So we just got done doing magic show, a humongous crowd of people who came to this festival. And now I see Childish Gambino. And the thing is, where he's going, I'm not allowed. Yeah. Right? But I'm a rule breaker. I don't believe in following the rules. It's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. Yeah. So we go through, I see Childish Gambino, ask him, but he has to, go ahead and get ready for his next set. And, excuse me, what ends up happening is I get yelled at, right? By a security guard. He says, don't come back. And then the team looks at me and they say, yo, like, we're not supposed to do this, like, you can't do that. And I'm like, look, I didn't come out here to hear this. I didn't come out here to do just like, job. Mm-hmm. Came out here to do the best job I possibly could do Like, I'm not trying to hear any of the cameramen tell me what I can and can't do. I know what is quality, and I'm trying to provide people with the most quality. Everything that I ever, like, kind of got, whether it be performing for Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart reaching out to me, 50 Cent, this is basically upon, like, my action, right? And me taking so much action. And even with some of the celebrities I performed for, beyond that, was me having to go approach them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And no one telling me not to do it. Because everyone around me is always like, like, that's a big person. I'm like, but in my head, I just see this as a bigger cause. Like, if we can just get this moment on camera, this is like, this is bringing them to a human
And there's
place.
two things that are going on there. I mean, it's a big person, big name, celebrity, whatever. That's great because everybody's going to recognize them. You're going to get, some credibility by performing for them. But by the same token, that's just a person, right? So approaching them, if you approach any other person and you're very, very friendly and relatable, I can see you going up to absolutely anybody in the world, no matter who it is, and being able to be friends and be there with them, So I think that's like a major skill that you have that a lot of magicians don't quite understand, how to be in a moment, how to be social, how to just talk with people. Yeah. So all right, so were you able to push backstage and get to perform for Childish Gambino?
Oh, I got yelled at a lot.
You got
we sent the email to the guy who ran the entire event. We because to me it's deep, because the moment that you can, these are moments that you can share with people. And nowadays, we have the internet. So now this can be put up on something that could potentially last forever if the internet doesn't get wiped out somehow. I don't know how that would ever happen, but this is a moment we can share forever. So I pushed. I even came back the next day and the day after, trying to find more people. I was even trying to find Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal. He's a friend of mine, Shaquille O'Neal.
Sure, cool.
So, he reached out. He was really, he likes to watch Fool Us.
Yeah.
So he seen me on Fool Us and then he reached out to me and told me he was proud. I was like, oh, this is so dope. I didn't know
That's
Shaq
awesome.
watches Fool Us, right? But yeah, I didn't, but with every job I do, I push it.
But you did. But you may not have got that one moment, but you pushed it, and you probably accomplished a few things because of that. Other connections and things like that. Plus, there isn't really okay. There's a little harm in trying, but there's no harm in trying.
Exactly.
If you don't try, you'll never know. Right. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about how you actually got started in magic. So you were inspired by David Blaine, and did you then? What was your first learning experience? How did you start to learn how to do some magic tricks?
So around the time I started, YouTube wasn't really that popular with magic on it.
Yeah.
If it was very scarce. I actually went to this website, and it was it taught you how to do a back palm. And then how to make a coin jump from one hand to the other. And that one, the coin jumping from one hand to the other, was the one I took. And I was at the Boys and Girls Club. I was like, yo, I'm gonna show this to everyone. I'm gonna just see what happens. And I did it, and everyone reacted crazy. They were running. They're oh, and around this time, no one's really doing magic, and barely anyone ever seen it on TV, especially where I came from. So this is great. And to me, I was like, dude, this is awesome. So I just started learning more magic. And my father got me a PK ring, and it was my first ever real magical item. It was oh, this is dope. So my dad had an idea. He was like, son, you could take a paper clip, put it inside of a little piece of paper, put it on someone's hand, and just wave over, and then the paper's gone. I'm like, oh my God, I could do that at school, right?
Yeah.
So I brought the ring with me, and I was doing it, and then one day I dropped the ring, and then I found out, yeah, magic is expensive, right? Because my dad got that for me, and I don't know if he didn't give me another one after that.
No.
He didn't know that could happen.
Because the ring, because that particular ring, if you've never dropped a PK ring, that thing shatters, right?
Yeah, that was heartbreaking as a kid to look at. I tried putting it back together, didn't work. But my learning experience was great. Everything about, it just makes me smile. I genuinely It was a great experience.
Well, it's awesome to hear that you did have support, from your dad, and that he saw that you were interested in something and wanted to help you along the way. Did that continue? I mean,
Yeah.
Is that relationship good? Is your father still with us? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And he happy about your success?
Oh, my dad is stagnant. My dad is he talks about me, a lot. my whole family, like, they all thought it was a phase. Like, you know,
Right,
like,
sure.
because you see it in movies.
Something will keep the kid busy, right?
Yeah. Like, he probably wants to do sports or something like that. And I sucked at sports, man.
Yeah.
Like, I am, like, athleticism, I cannot be, like, super coordinate in throwing a ball to save my life. But, you know, I definitely can be very cunning.
Yeah.
And that's why I like magic.
Yeah. Well, you do extremely well with it, like I said. I hope that if anybody's watching this that is one of the haters, that they now understand that you perform really, really well for people. You did a whole show here last night, 30 minutes strong with very simple props, very good selection of material, and more than that, you just made friends with the whole audience. They just absolutely loved watching you. I said after you left, it probably won't be in the final thing here, but I said you could come back and they would just want to watch you do more and more and more,
Yeah.
They were that happy with it. So what do you think about when you select the material that you're going to perform? Does the magic material matter as much to you, or are you thinking about, how you're going to relate to people? What exactly is your criteria?
Simple. I don't want anything that, like, is super hard on me or super hard on the audience to understand.
Yeah.
Simplicity. Because I think sometimes, like, with magic, like, when you build it, when you perform it, and you have to get these presentations, sometimes it could just become too complex.
Yep.
For me, complexity scrambles my brain, right? And I'm a very simple-minded person, and I don't even know if that's a good thing, right? But I think I'm very simple in my thinking.
Well, who was it? Was it Einstein, I think, that said that you should everything should be simplified to the simplest that it can be, but no simpler.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's that kind of thing. It's about elegance of simplicity and directness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally appreciate that. Because when I first develop material, it is complicated. There's always way too much going on, and then I edit it down and I edit it down and then I test it, and then eventually it comes down to just like one simple moment. Throughout the whole thing. Well, why don't we go through the act that you did, and you can show us all the stuff that was involved, and I'll let you take it over from here.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get into this. First thing first, we have the vanishing bottle. So,
You can take it out there.
all right.
Yep.
Okay. So, the vanishing bottle. Why do I perform this? And if you don't know what the vanishing bottle is, it looks like a real bottle, but it's actually rubber. This is really cool to me because when I first seen it, it was such a powerful opener because it kind of set the tone for the personality that you were, right? And I remember when I went on Fool Us, my friend Rick Lax was so hell-bent on setting the tone for my character, and I was like, okay, I have to figure out a way to kind of help, like, present who I am. So you're kind of used to it throughout the show, because what you don't want to do is you want to come out like super duper serious and then start being funny throughout the way. And me, I'm just not like a super duper serious person to begin with. I'm really lighthearted. So there's no like, serious tone to me. This trick just fits so well because of the layers of personality in between what you think is going to happen in the magic. And then even when the magic happens, it's a great deal of personality. So a good opener should always accommodate your personality. That's really where it's at. And I feel as if I think a lot of magicians kind of miss the point on that. Like, you can be you throughout the entire show. Sometimes we change our characters a lot. But if you're funny, this is a good trick for you. If you're like into laughing and more so treating the audience like your friend, this is definitely a great trick. So basically, I throw the bottle inside of a paper bag, just like so, right? And I tell everyone, look, I'm going to make this bottle vanish. And I snap my fingers, and then I just say, great, the bottle's gone. Cool. And it's kind of like, wait it out a little bit, and then I say, raise your hands if you believe me. And it'll always be like one guy that'll raise his hand. So that one guy, I'll either do two things. I'll say, ha, you fool. Or I'll probably be like, dude, you know what? Thank you so much for the faith in me. I really appreciate it, And then I'll just show everybody, but it's not gone. All right. So now we do this whole thing all over again. And I say, all right, I'm going to snap my fingers. I'm I'm gonna make it vanish. All right, ready? Boom. And I turn the bag over, waving my hands, and then I say it's gone. Boom. And as you can see right now at this moment, you can probably see into the bag. I purposely let everyone see into the bag. And I say, thank you so much. I know I'm a great magician, and you guys are just so proud to see me. Yes, I did fool Penn and Teller. I'll just start naming a bunch of random stuff about myself, hyping myself up, and they're all disappointed because they still see the bottle inside the bag. All right, this is great. So now I say, why does everyone look so disappointed on their face? And then kind of wait for the response, play around with them. An important part of magic in this presentation is kind of having this great talk back to the audience, right? Make sure you're actually listening and responding properly to what's going on in your audience. Sometimes they feed you material that you can play off just on a moment's notice. And that's the great thing about street magic. It's so unpredictable. And that's kind of why I like the element of it, because it's nothing to predict. All this stuff happening is completely impromptu. So now at this point, I say, okay, I'm going to really make it vanish, all right? And I just make it like this big deal. Snap my fingers, wave, turn the bag over. But this time, I keep it to myself, all right? Cutting the angle away from them so they can't see into the bag. And then I just kind of widen my body out and like, it's gone. And at this point, no one believes me, right? It makes this bottle seem even more real at this point because, hey, dude, you didn't make it vanish. This is like the second time, so why would I believe the third time? And now at this point, I just say, all right, you know what? I'm done. And I crush the bottle. And now you receive your round of applause. Everyone's happy. You set the tone for your character, who you are, and exactly your personality, so everyone has a great feel for exactly, the type of person you are. And at the same time, this trick is a kind of communicative trick. You're talking back and forth to the audience. So they feel as if they're in on the trick. And now you've kind of built a little bit of rapport with everyone in the room because they were all a part of this trick. It was this great, way of just being able to open up the conversation. And this is why this is a good opener. When I'm done, I just toss it off the stage because, you don't want that thing on you. So just toss it to the side of the stage, toss it to the corner of the room. Don't worry, that thing's going to stay in there. It's not going to leave, especially if the bag is bigger than the bottle. It's going to be okay. And that is the vanishing bottle opener.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jabrizi, that's very nice because it's one of those template tricks, like you were saying there, where you can put your personality on it. And maybe the viewers that are watching this are familiar with the vanishing bottle, but I think the important things to point out here is that you're using it to establish that communication with the audience, like you said. The first thing you do is, after the silly first vanish, you ask for them to respond if they believe you. That means that everybody's paying attention, and then you establish that rapport with them. But I'll tell you the thing that I like the best about it, and I've got to find a way to do this, is to be able to do your own credits. In that self-effacing moment, that moment of vulnerability, and then just go for it, because you can say everything and anything that you want to, and you don't seem like you're bragging about it for no reason. It becomes part of that the dichotomy of the script there. It's a really nice moment. I absolutely love it. Yeah, very, very good. Cool stuff, man.
Okay, so now on to the second trick that we do. I like to go ahead and go into ring magic next. Now, I specifically kind of said why ring magic. It's a trick that I end up doing throughout the show that kind of happens at the end. It's a trick that Penguin has coming out really soon, and if you're watching this, maybe it's already out. I end the entire show in, and basically it's essentially where a ring vanishes, and it is on to a bell, and it's been ringing the bell the entire time. So I move into that because it's just a great way to end the show. It's setting another tone. It's a piece of mystery to kind of keep you hanging there. The emotional tie behind the ring and the person who the ring is gone from. It's just a great moment. But let's go ahead and get into the first trick. So what I like to do when people come out is I like to borrow their ring. So borrow a spectator's ring. So Dan, would you like to come over here with me?
Sure. Yeah.
Great. Do you have a ring on you by any chance?
I do.
All right, great. All right, so
You want to borrow this one?
Ring, yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So it's a great little game to play. I call it my ring, your ring. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I place my ring in my pocket. All right. I want you to place your hand on top of my pocket.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So they place their hand on top of my pocket. I have the ring palmed in my hand. For the subtlety, you can touch them on the shoulder, right? And no one will think it's there. Touch them on the back. Doesn't matter. Now, at this point, you present their ring out forward. Your ring. All right? Now, I pick it up and I do a clip. So I put the ring in a thumb clip. So pull it in and I clip it just like so while dropping the other ring in my hand but covering up.
Yeah, so it's basically a Bobo switch with rings, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
Boom. So now at this point, I go ahead and put my hand back on their shoulder and I point to a person. Yeah, give me a snap. So a person will give me a snap and I say, look, that's when it happens. Your ring changes into my ring.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I have my ring here, I'll do another Bobo switch.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing the same thing all over again. Now if my ring's here, and I'm tapping, if my ring's here for the subtlety, where's your ring? And as I say, where's your ring? I'm trying to go back into my ring with this in clip.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll say,
Yep, there.
yeah, if my ring's here, where's yours?
There's.
Oh, it's here.
Right, yeah.
And I'll say, no, wait, what are you talking about? Your ring's here. And this gets everyone. It's like, yo, wait, what in the world? Huh? And I'll pull my ring out of my pocket. Boom. And now at this point, they're just like, okay, this guy is crazy.
Yeah.
So now I hand it back to them. I'll tell them to put the ring back onto their finger.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do some variation of a ring off the finger, or maybe even do a ring thing.
Oh, sure.
Right? So I think this is a great thing to get into. So I'll take the ring, right? Put it on my index finger. Give it a kiss. I'll take a step back to make sure they don't see this, right? It's important that you get the angle right. Everyone's in front of you, spectator on the side, especially if they're on this side, it's optimal, right? Whatever hand you're doing it with. I'm doing my left hand, they need to be on the left side. Right hand, right side. So kiss it, do the switch, right? When I do that, super simple. As I come up to contact with my hand, when you switch fingers, pull in the one with the ring, lock it down with the thumb, turn it over, and continue to pull. And what it looks like in one fluid motion. When you do it right, and I like to kiss it too. Give it a kiss. Boom. Right? So they believe it's here. Right? And at this point, I like to slowly open my hand. 1, 2, 3. And turn my wrist over. Right? So it looks like this. Done. So it almost looks as if like the ring just flew itself right back up to my finger. Mm-hmm. The reason I do that is for me, when I seen it on camera, I was like, I imagined that something flew in between that. And then I started doing it to other people. And I'm like, did you see when it flew? And literally, for some reason, when you do it in this motion, like people actually think they've seen something shoot up in between. Yeah. It's supposed to you doing a toss, right? It's just a moment of slowly revealing it. So now that happens. I say, okay, I'm going to do that to you.
Yeah.
All right. So the person comes in. All right, come on in. But I'm going to do it with your ring. So pull your ring out. Mm-hmm. Great. All right. Yeah. Hold it up. Hold it up. Awesome. So you got two ways to do this, right? You can go into the bell trick, and you can genuinely just make the ring completely vanish doing the bell trick, right? And handing the bell off to someone, right? With this Penguin product that's coming out, and if it's out.
Yeah, we're not, just to be clear, you're not going to teach the bell trick here, but I will tell you that I have seen how practical this method is, and it's fantastic. When it comes out, you're going to want the bell trick, but we're explaining everything else,
yes,
right?
Yeah. Everything else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So hold your finger up. Great. Drop that on. I'm going to pull this ring straight through your finger, okay? So what I do is I simply palm off the coin here, and shoulder plant it onto their finger, onto their shoulder. Right here. Done. And they still believe the ring is here. I pick the ring up. I'm going to say, watch. I'm going to take this ring and I'm going to pull it straight through your finger. Okay? So my excuse is, right, if they can't feel the ring, is that it's stretching out. And I'll say it's stretching out. If I'm doing good with my ring, I'm going to say, well, my hands are bigger, right? So it goes on and then pull it through, right? Now to them, they're going to be like, wait, what's going on? To the audience, they really believe it because they're just closer. That's the thing. You got to imagine this. They're closer, so they're seeing more. But to them, they don't know what magic's supposed to look like. And that's the key, right? So I don't have anything in here in my hand, but I'm going to believe as if I do. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my thumb and my nails to click and make it seem as if I'm breaking the ring. Watch your ring. Breaks into 2 pieces. 1, 2. Beforehand, I told them to stay completely still. You make sure you watch them on the corner of your eye. Make sure they stay still and keep that finger in the air. You tell them, don't move. Sometimes I like to go ahead and say, if you move, that guy's going to punch you in the face. All right? And I give that guy authority to do it. This is just a great thing. Makes them feel as if like a little bit of fear that someone's going to punch them in the face. I kind of sound a little serious when I say it too. So they know I'm very serious about this, not moving. So, gone. Awesome. Now, my wording. I've been standing here the entire time, Dan, right? Mm-hmm. Take a look at your shoulder.
Yeah.
And the ring is on their shoulder. From here on out, I go ahead and I make the ring vanish. And then we go ahead and hand it off an item, and then we move on to the next trick. And I say, I need a phone. I let them go ahead and sit back down.
Yep, cool. And of course, that sequence could be done without vanishing the ring at the end. But if you want to, you can vanish that ring into anything. But I highly recommend when the bell comes out, you get the bell.
Get the bell. Get the bell. It's amazing. You got it in the show like that with that ring. It's that dope. All right. So now on to the next set. So when I move away from ring magic, I like to go ahead and incorporate a little bit of phone magic. So here's my phone. The first trick I like to do is Code Breaker by Gregory Wilson, and then I like to end off and predicting their full entire phone number. Now, here's the thing, right? In terms of me doing the phone number prediction, you can do this with any phone. I specifically like to use iPhones, but with the phone number prediction, if you just want to take this one bit away from this trick, you can do it with an Android phone and you can do it with an iPhone. I'll show you the method and behind how to do that. It's actually much more universal than just using an iPhone. And if you don't want to do Code Breaker and you want to do something else, I'll go ahead and show you that too as well. I'm not going to teach Code Breaker, but you guys can go ahead and take a look at it. But you can see the method in which I went ahead and created for you guys in order to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a person unlock their phone. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock my phone. Great. Once you're in the phone, what you need to do is to completely just talk about, like, have someone ever read your mind, right? And then start to drill them on those questions. Here's the thing. When a person's answering a question, they're not doing much thinking about what you're doing. They're thinking about how to answer that question. So what I do when I'm inside the phone is I unlock it. First thing first, I set up for the phone number prediction. Now, this phone number prediction doesn't require you to remember the phone number at all. All you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and call yourself. So you're going to put in your phone number, blah, 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 right? And I'm not going to put in my phone number because, Jesus Christ, my phone number is already out there, so I'll have way too many people calling me. But I go ahead and I put in my phone number and I call, right? Before I do this, I make sure my phone is on vibrate, and I put it into my pocket, and I make sure I feel the vibration happen for when I call myself. Be careful and make sure that someone doesn't come from like somewhere foreign, because sometimes it doesn't go through. So just kind of be a little cautious about like who your audience member is before you do this. And if they're not the right person, just swap them on out. All right? So call myself, feel the vibration. Once I got it and I'm asking the questions, have they ever had their mind read? And I look like I'm kind of also looking throughout the phone like this as I'm tapping things. And I'm only using my thumb too as well. I'm like, just kind of looking through. I'm using ignorance as a way to get away with putting in this phone number. Now, once the phone number is in, what I then do is I swipe and find my contact in the recents. All right, so you have to find your contact. In here is 5555555, right? I swipe and I delete. Boom, it's gone. I just cleaned up. Now, once I've done that, I'll go ahead and go back to the home page and continue to swipe through out everything inside of the apps, right? You can do this on the Android too as well. You'll have to figure out how to clean up the recent call because I'm a little clueless on how to do that on Android. Each Android is a little different, but iPhones are pretty universal, and that's why I like to do it with iPhones because I know the whole practicality behind iPhone. So now I'm going through, and I'll show the person the phone as I'm going through. I've already called myself, cleaned up the contact, and now at this point I'm like, where is your calculator? Where is it at? And then they'll help me find it, right? Oh, it's right here. Great. So we now have the phone number. We're going to open up the calculator, and from here on out, we're going to do something super duper basic. Every time this trick is going to end in the number 19 of what they're thinking about. We're going to hand them the calculator, all right? They're going to choose a number between 1 through 10, all right? So let's just say they chose 5, all right? We're going to tell them to put that into the calculator. So they put in 5. Now we're going to say multiply that number times 9. Multiply times 9, 45, right? Here's the thing. Any number you choose between 1 through 10 and you multiply times 9, when you add both of the digits, the 4 and the 5, right? Because it always comes out to a 2-digit number, right? And you add both digits, it's going to be 9, right? So now we're at a point where we can force them to go any direction we want to. So from here on out, I say, did it come out to a double-digit number? Yes. Great. I want you to add both of those digits together, and this is basic math at this point. So they're going to add the 4 and the 5. Now they got 9, right? Now I want them to go ahead and to add that new number that they have by 10. So now it's 19, all right? So 4 plus 5 equals 9 plus 10 equals 19. Cool. So now at this point, they're going to go ahead and clear, tell them to clear, lock the phone, and to think about that number. You're going to play this up, all right? I'm going to look them in the eye, tell them to think about the first digit, because it's a double-digit number, right? And you're going to be like, 1, right? Now, for me, I'm kind of goofy whenever I do it. So like I might throw a little side joke here and there. I might say, why you look like that? You know, or I might look at their eyebrows, and if they raise, I might say, that's a dead giveaway. 1, right? Then we kind of end off on the last number, 9. You're thinking about 19. They're amazed. At this point with this trick here, this is just a great trick to do because in general, you know, no one knows how you knew what number they ended on. And it's just basic math. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and play this up because we showed them a little bit of mind reading. That's impossible. But what's even more impossible is to predict their entire phone number. Why? Because it's specifically to them. It's designed for them. This is their personalized number. They probably don't give out to everyone, right? But you're going to go ahead and predict it. So you're going to hand this phone off to them. And then what I like to do is, what happens already, and make sure they don't see this, is when you call yourself, sometimes phones end up actually showing you the missed call. So make sure when you unlock your phone, you're not showing them, you know, your missed call that you have there. So now we're going to go ahead and unlock this bad boy, and we're going to go to the phone, all right? So now we're at the keypad. So what you have to do, and I'm just going to throw this out there so no one makes the connection if they ever try to, is make sure that you go to the recents, remember the first 3 digits. Look, it even pops up on your screen towards yourself personally. So just remember the first 3 digits. And what I like to do is I like to predict where this person comes from first, right? Because with every caller ID, it tells you the area code of where they come from. So take, for instance, this number right here says Columbus, Ohio, right? So with it saying Columbus, Ohio, right here, I know this person comes from Columbus, Ohio. So what I'll do is I'll say, I want to try to predict the place you come from. Let me try to think about it. Let me see. You come from Columbus, Ohio. Yeah. And then I'll act as if I know the area code. Oh, that's easy. That's this area code. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you're in Los Angeles and they come from Miami, or maybe they come from New York or Pennsylvania, this is even more impressive because how the heck do you know where this stranger comes from, right? You just met. So give them where they come from first before you end up doing this, okay? It just kind of throws them off a tad bit. Okay, you remember the first 3 digits and you spit them to them, right? What you want to do is you want to go ahead and start to put in the first 3 digits. So you want to make sure you show them that you're putting in the first 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Turn the phone back to yourself. Now from here, you're going to go ahead and go back to the recents, and you're going to just use your thumb, right, while you're looking at them. I've just done it right now. And you're going to go ahead and just take a quick glance. All right, let's see. 555. You see what I did there? I miscalled. I acted as if I'm still looking at their number. In actuality, I have the recents pulled back up. 555. Okay. 555. Okay, great. And I turn it back over. Cool. Now, what I would usually do is I would go all the way through to the last 4 digits. For the sake of this, I'm going to say when you're doing this for a large audience, don't do it. Just don't do it. Instead, just say, I'm going to try to predict the last 4 digits, right? If it's personalized, do it in front of their face. Just say the whole thing and then give them a call, right? Or you can build the tension up and you can just say, all right, I'm going to try to predict the rest of this. Turn it towards yourself again. At this point, I just switched it again. I'm in the recents now. And I'm going to act as if I'm pushing in more digits. And then call. All right? So if I call, I'm just going to hit that number, hang up, boom. What's going to happen now at this moment is it's going to ring. I have them hold their phone out towards the audience, right, the entire time. And we're just waiting for that moment for the ring to present itself as if someone's calling. Boom. Someone is calling. Who could it be? Now, the thing is, there might be some skeptics in the room. So to go ahead and to kill that objective, you make the person answer the call and to put it on speaker. And then you just say something like, what's up, Kim? How you doing? And boom, there you go. Everyone just heard the phone speaker come through. It's your voice. It's valid. That is you. That is your number that pulled up on the phone that called them and you predicted it and got it right. And that is the phone number prediction. This is a great trick. Plays big. A phone number prediction is crazy out of this mind to even do to anyone because how the heck do you get that to happen? So that is my phone routine.
I like this a lot. This is one of those things that, like you said, everybody can apply this to any phone. They don't really have to worry about it as long as they understand exactly how to get quickly from one place to another. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things when you did it in the show, I'm thinking about it, I'm going, yeah, that's really good. How is he memorizing their number that quickly, And then
that's what everyone thought, right? Everyone thought I was remembering the number.
Yeah, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, no, that just wouldn't be a good method to memorize that person's phone. So I did have that light bulb flash into my head on the way over here to talk about this. I'm so glad that it is what I thought it was, mm-hmm. because that's such a practical way to approach it, and you can use any thing to get into it. Open their calculator, open their camera if you're doing any kind of a camera trick where you're going to take a picture of them, just to have their phone for just enough time to call yourself. So smart. Yeah. Really, really like it. And the thing is, you can set that up pretty much any time and then wait if you want. Like in this mm-hmm. show, it flowed together and you had to do it. But I like the idea of, using their phone for something earlier on in the evening, and then you don't even pay any attention to them. Then you go, oh, hey, who has a phone? You have a phone, don't you? And then you get their number later on. They'll never connect it.
Exactly. Never, ever, ever connect the dots.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because no one would even think that you could put your phone number in that fast.
Yeah, right.
Right? Well, especially when you play it as if you're ignorant, like you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and that's the thing to practice. Just practice typing your phone number quick.
Yeah. I definitely practiced putting my phone number in quick. I had to. I was like, dude, how fast can I put this in here? And surprisingly, if you know your phone number, you can do it really fast, like really, really fast.
Yeah, very, very nice.
So moving on to the next thing, what I like to move into after that is a PK touch. So it's super duper simple. So Dan, if I can use you again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll go over here because I think this is your side for this person.
Yes.
Right? Yep.
So I go ahead and I pull two people up on stage. Now, here's the thing. I'm really not too concerned on, exactly how they're really positioned, because the way I'm going to do this is you shouldn't be able to see it, especially if you're more so focusing on what I'm trying to get you to focus on. You'll see what I mean. Also, I'm not too serious about when I do the PK touch at all. I'm really not too serious. Because here's the thing, with me, it doesn't work. Serious does not work with me. I try, I'm like, all right, go ahead, put your hand. But then it's just like my character has just turned into a whole other person. It's not that person. Yeah. So I have one person stand here, one person stand here, right? I tell one person, all right, I want you to go ahead, keep your eyes open, and you keep watching Dan. Don't take your eyes off of Dan. You're going to look at him with this deep gaze. Don't break the tension, okay? Now, Dan, I want you to close your eyes, keep poker face, give no tellaways whatsoever, all right? Standard when it comes to doing a PK touch, right? Their eyes are closed. There's a couple ways you can kind of spin this off too if you want to. So what I do is I wave my hand in front of their face, right? And I'll kind of come up behind with this hand. I'll touch them twice, right? 1, 2, or 3 times more so. So 1, 2, 3. As I'm waving, right? So I've touched them 3 times on the back here. Now, at this point, they felt the touches, right? Let me do it again one more time, just for the sake of the motions. So here. And I kind of just let that sink in. Now, here's the thing. You might be scared to do this. You really might be scared. You might be like, somebody will see my hand. No, they won't. They won't even make the connection, especially if you come by and your hands are spaced out open like this, as if they're not even touching them, right? Because I ended off on this note here, and then I walk over to the other person. Now, as I walk over to the other person, the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of let that delay happen a little bit. So just kind of let that beat sink in, and then I'm going to take my finger out, and the first place I touch a person is the head. Right? Now, after each touch, you can get a person to open their eyes, right? So, I'm going to say, Dan, open your eyes. So after I touch the person on the head, Dan, open your eyes. All right. Did you feel anything touch you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Close them again. Everyone's amazed. The fact that Dan opened his eyes was also a great subtlety, right? The fact that he opened his eyes, confirmed it, and then I made him close his eyes again. He doesn't know what's going on because he's probably going to see everybody's face like, what in the world's going on, right? And then the person next to them is like, wait, what in the heck is happening? So now I'll touch the other person again. This time I'll probably touch them on their hand 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Same number of times I touch them on the back. And then I'll tell Dan to open his eyes. Dan, open your eyes. How many times did you feel this one?
3.
3 times. 3. Okay, close your eyes. Now, hear my wording. How many times did you feel this one, right? He is talking about the same touch. This is a total different touch going on, but I'm claiming it as if this is that. So the wording, specifically, how many times did you feel this specific one, right, is talking about the moment that just happened. Now we move on to the last bit, and I ended off on the shoulder because when conversations happen, they usually always, end at exactly what happened at the end. So I go ahead and I touch the person on the back, lining up with the same shoulder blade underneath the shoulder. Boom. Touch them there. One good touch. Everyone sees it. And I'll make sure I'm really dramatic with my touch too. So everyone knows when to touch them on that back. And then I'll also sometimes point out to the person, like, yeah, you see that? Look, right there. Boom. This is a thing that I seen Blaine do on TV, and I thought it was genius. So I was like, oh man, Blaine is pointing out, a moment. And if a person buys into it, they'll act like they'll believe they've seen it too as well. That they felt that shoulder shrug or that push, on their body. And now at this point, boom, right? I tell them to open their eyes again. All right. Point to where you felt this one. Boom. That's the last touch. Now, you can draw this out. This is great because they've already been started on the same talk and conversation. So you can make them open their eyes whenever they need to. They're going to talk about the same touch. This person and this person don't know exactly what's going on, nor does the audience, right? And now you've ended it. Boom. They felt the touch, opened their eyes, and now you want the person to explain what happened. And sometimes they don't always do it the best. So then you have to clarify it. And I say, hey, Dan, every time I touched John here, you felt it. And then at this point, they're like, no, it didn't happen. Then I make the audience clarify. At any time that I go over and touch Dan at all, and they're going to say no. And Dan's going to wonder what demon is floating through the room doing this trick with me.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, thank you so much, man.
You bet.
Appreciate it. All right. And that is the PK touch. Now we go into a little bit of card magic. So I have some cards in my pocket. Now, when I start this out, I genuinely have an actual deck. I'm going to teach you guys how to do my version of the card to mouth. It's really basic. We have some aviators here. I really hate these cards, but they were the only ones I could find. So, yeah, I usually like using bicycles, but aviators will have to do. So what you want is 2 decks, and you're going to keep one in your pocket, and you're going to pull the other one out. The other one is a little special because it has Skittles inside of it. All right? Now, this trick is inspired by Sans Minds. They have this trick, I think it's called, it's like the Wonder Box or something like that. Penguin Magic sells it on their website. If you guys want to get it, go ahead and get it. I advise you to get it. It's a great purchase. It has a great subtlety to where you can show a deck of cards inside the box and then close it up. And then, boom, it turns into whatever you want it to be in there. It can be the Skittles. For this one, you don't need that. You just need 2 decks. So we get started into the routine. We do a basic, ambitious card. I really don't find the need to have the person sign the card. Sometimes it's just like everyone can see that the deck is different once I've handed it to the spectator and they shuffled it. It's no point. Sometimes I'll use the Sharpie, sometimes I won't, but you really don't have to because people will genuinely believe. How am I when I do magic? I'm very hands-free. I'm like very loose. I don't really want people to think that like I have the ability to do amazing sleight of hand, because I genuinely do not have the ability to do amazing sleight of hand as some of my superiors, because I'm just not that technically skilled. So I'll hand the deck to them. They'll shuffle it, right? And this is what's great. So the person will shuffle the deck and they'll handle it, and that validates for the audience that this is a regular deck, because there's no way in the world he would hand that to a person if it was something gimmicked. So now I just take it back, I go through it, and I say, oh, you did good. Cool. Just pull one card out, right? So they go ahead and pull the card out. Great. Show it to everyone. Present it. Yes. All right. And I'll have them put it somewhere in the middle, and then I'll simply force it to the top. All right. My top force is so basic. I learned this from a gym teacher, and I just loved it. So basically, the 10 of hearts goes on top, right? You tell the person to say, stop. Boom. You say, okay, cool. You're going to roll the deck over on top of this packet. And if you notice, their card is still on top. And you're going to complete the motion by doing it the reverse way. Boom. Their card is on top. The card just never leaves the top. It's that simple. And in one fluent motion, it looks something like this. 10 hearts. Done. Now it's there. So at this point, what we want to go ahead and do is we want to present the idea that we genuinely do not know where the card is. So I'll reach in and I'm like, let's see if we'll find it. Crap. All right, didn't find it. This isn't it? No? And what I'll do is I will pick up 3 cards, okay? Now, I used to, in the day, just do a simple, like, shake change, right? And then I kind of thought about it, and I was like, just what if someone just kind of seen that a little bit? So just to kind of throw them off a little bit, I would pick up 3 cards, right? This isn't their card. Their card's here. And then this is the wrong card. And I'll present it as, if you kind of squint your eyes a little bit, it looks like another card, doesn't it? Like, just kind of squint your eyes. And I'll shake 1, 2, 3, flipping the card over, right? Doing a simple shake change. I'm holding the card in my middle and thumb finger, like so. Bowing it, and I'm bowing it towards myself. So it's kind of going in a fashion like that, like an arc, not going down. And this is to help me when I shake so that my index finger can pull the card over as I shake. The big motion covers the small motion being the card here rotating face up, and this big motion being my arm shaking, right? I like to shake it smooth. You don't have to, you're not a DJ, all right? Just, you know, give it a nice shake. 1, 2, 3, boom, you're done. Cool. You've covered the small motion, and you can stop at this point and place the card down on top of the deck. They're impressed because it just changed. It's not their card, but an amazing trick nonetheless. I tell the person to hold their hand out. Now, from here, I'll do a double, right? Because in this situation, you've lifted 2 cards, you turned them over, and now you have 2 cards face up, and the card that you picked out of the deck randomly face down. And at this point, we have to flip over 2 cards, and now we're going to hand them what they believe to be still not their card. So I say, yeah, if you just kind of squint your eyes, it looks like a different card. Just kind of squint your eyes. Don't really squint them. And at this point, I'll go to flip over the card, or I'll let them flip over the card. It doesn't really matter. I don't feel as if you're stealing the magic away from them if you flip it, because you're not going anywhere, right? So it's all up to you, your preference on how you want to do it. So boom, there you go. So from there on out, now we just continue to get the card to jump up to the top. I only like to do this trick twice. One where it jumps to the deck, another where it jumps to my mouth, right? I'll show you guys my handling on the card to mouth and why I like to do it specifically, because it was just one little issue with card to mouth that I think that I had, but I kind of solved. So here we go. All right, so check it out. So the 10 of hearts. My way of doing it is I like to go ahead and kind of pull one card and get a thumb break. So I got a thumb break underneath one card here. I swing cut, all right, picking up about half of the deck with my index finger, and I'll push the card out just a little bit, present it. And this is like a little thing that my friend Rick Lax showed me. I was like a little salty. So you show the 10 of hearts, put it down, push the card again, and as you push the card again, remember you had that thumb break there, right? You're going to go ahead and drop the card off on the second presentation, wrist kill, and now I've dropped the card on top. So in one fluent motion, should look something like this. See, look, your card. Here, wait, I'll push it out a little more so you can see it. And boom, I've achieved adding an extra card on top of their card. So now at this point, we're going to go ahead and push it in. All right, turning our wrist back over and sticking it in the middle of the deck. From here, I'm going to place the other half of the deck on top of the deck that has the card ejected out of it. So it's going on top. From here, I'll let them push it in. I'll hand them the deck, tell them to snap their fingers, and I'll give them all the credit for doing this because I want them to feel as if they're making this happen, right? It's really fun to do. I feel as if, like, when it comes to magic, like, yeah, you're awesome, but like it's always cool to make other people look cooler than you. And I think that's just something that cool people know how to do. Like if you're a cool person, you know how to make people look cooler than you. So I'll play it up. I'm like, yo, dude, you should be a magician, man. Like you're great. You're amazing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and I'll give them like, you know, what's your name? Oh, your name, Jonathan? The amazing Jonathan. Like, you know, there's already one that exists. But this guy's the even more amazing Jonathan, you know? And now at this point, they flip the card over. Boom. It's their card at the top. Unfreaking believable. Now I take the deck away from them and kind of patter with them and say, yo, you should be a magician. Like this is amazing. Like you're really, really good. Okay, so this time when you do it, when you snap your fingers, it's going to jump out the deck. All right? So here's my way of doing card to mouth. So I'll place the card on top. All right? Cool. Go ahead and do a swing cut. We're doing the same thing we did for the last thing. Present. Push it in. Place the card here in the middle. Right? Now, here is where we stop. Their card is here. They believe it's here. Eject that out of the deck. We're going to have them push that in. As they go to push that in, notice my motions. I want you to push that in. Yeah, push it in. I'm pointing to the card. I'm moving the deck forward towards them. I'm bringing the deck with their card on top of it over. And I'm going to place their card underneath my armpit, pull it in, and tell them to push that in. Squaring the entire deck up as they still go to push it in, because they're going to push it in. They don't have to hold the deck, and I'm going to tell them to hold it. All right? Dan, if you could come here.
Yeah.
So now at this point, they're holding the deck. All right? And I'm going to say, yeah, just kind of square them all together. Right? Notice my hands. I'm mimicking the same motion with this arm and that arm. Right? I want you to snap your fingers. All right? In a moment. And I want you to take a look at the top card. And how crazy would it be if your card jumped to the top?
Crazy. Yeah.
It'd be crazy, right?
Yeah.
What if it jumped out the deck? Even crazier.
Even crazier.
All right, I want you to snap your fingers and go for card. Ready? All right, go. Where? And I'm playing this whole game. Yeah. I'm not going to let them go to that deck too quick. Notice what I just did? I placed my hand underneath my armpit. So from here, right? All right. Go for it. I stopped them, right? This position makes a lot of sense for why you're like, right? It looks so casual. To the audience, it looks casual. To everyone, this looks casual. This is not like, if you think this is like a fishy way to kind of be, not really. Like a lot of people are kind of like, this is like a model pose, if you really think about it, right? We've seen this before. So now it's like.
And they're always palming cards.
They're always, models are always palming. Oh my God. Facebook ones, right? Yeah. All right. So they snap their fingers. Go ahead, take a look at the top card.
Right.
And I'm building up this like this anticipation, right? Yeah. Because I want to find a beat when they're not looking at me and looking dead at that deck. Right, I want to get them the eyes on that deck. Yeah. And the way I figured out to do that is to stop them in the middle of them flipping that card over. And I'm like, look, that would be really, really good, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. Right. Yeah. Amazing, right?
Yeah.
You guys agree? Yeah. Okay. Do it.
Yeah.
And at that point, I just take the card, and as they're focusing on the deck and flipping it over, I'm placing the card in my mouth, and I bring both of my hands to the deck, right? So that they disconnect that I even put it in my mouth to begin with.
Oh, this thing is so good. That sequence is so good because in all other versions of it, there's still a half deck in the person's hand, in the magician's hand.
Yeah.
Right. It's always just this action, and it's kind of like so obvious. You've gotten the deck completely away from you. You've shown your hands empty, and now the focus is on them, and it just seems like so impossible for you to still have a card.
Exactly. You couldn't have the card by any means necessary, even with the heat being on the card being pushed into the deck.
Yeah.
Right. I did this trick for Steve Harvey, actually. So there's a clip of me on YouTube doing this trick for Steve Harvey. And about 90% of the audience did not see when I put that card in my mouth.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I witnessed that, I was like, this is just crazy, because this full frame of me here is not being seen because we're all focusing on the deck.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you present it as, whoa, it's you can't take the tension off. Like all tension is here now.
Yeah, but that is the beauty of a really well delivered magic trick or a joke or a story, whatever, is building that tension, you know?
Yeah.
And you're doing it here. This is great.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice work, man.
So now, with this, we ended off on the candy note. So I hand the deck back to the person. I let them shuffle it, right? I then take it back. I take a look through the deck. And what I'm doing is I'm remembering the top card. So as we can see, the top card here is the King of Hearts. All right? So now they're done shuffling the deck. All I have to do is remember King of Hearts. I'm going to force the card to them. So I just do a simple, I think this is called a push-off force. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is the under spread call. Is that Hofzinser? Hofzinser's. It's done in different versions of it, but yes, that's basically what that is.
The call.
Hofzinser spread.
Spread.
Yeah.
Hofs spread. We're getting there.
No,
do a little bit of Googling. You'll be more correct than me and Dan, I believe. The specifics of this is. But basically, I'll show you guys. I push one card off. This is the card we're forcing because they just got done shuffling the deck. All I have to remember is this card. Push it off. And what's weird is, and I'm gonna throw this out here. If you have a person put their finger in the air, so you say hold your finger out in the air, all attention is on that finger because no one knows what that's gonna do. So from there, I just simply push off and get that one card underneath the rest of the deck as I push more cards on top. And I say just tap down on one card. Just tap down on one card, not pick one card. Tap down on one card. Because if you have them pull a card, and then you say, no, don't pull it, you kind of look a little fishy. So to have them tap it is very specific directions, and it feels as if they chose it. So now, and you're not interfering with their choice too as well. So now they touch, oh, you want that one right there? Great. So what I'm doing here, this is happening because the king was riding underneath, I'm just squaring everything up, right? And boom, it's the King of Hearts. I'm going to place this in their hand face down. All right, so this goes in their hand face down. Dan, if you can come back one more time.
Sure.
All right, this goes in their hand face down. Cool. I don't want them to look at that at all. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the card box, and I'm going to go ahead and just spread them, but I'm going to spread them face up. All right, they go in here. I want them to see this image of the cards going inside the box. Cool. Don't look at that, all right? I'm going to turn around. I want you to take a look at that. Now, as they take a look at it, here in my pocket, I have another box. It's filled with skills. This goes inside my pocket, and I'm saying, yeah, go ahead, take a look at that. Now, as they're doing that, I'm reaching into my pocket and pulling out the other deck while placing the other one side. Cool. They take a quick glance, show it to the audience. Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right, put it face down. From here, it becomes a mind reading trick. No one even knew I was swapping the decks. All heat was on the card to remember it, and also, what is going to happen next at this point, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Look at eye. Think about it. Red, black, red. King of Hearts. Mm-hmm. Everyone's impressed. How'd you know that? How the heck did you know that? Now, at this point, you can just end it off, and this can be the end of the routine. You can say, hey, what's your favorite candy? Right?
I like Reese's peanut butter cups myself.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like Skittles. Let's try something.
And if they happen to say Skittles, that's
this
like
is even better.
Yeah.
Dude, if they say M&M's, close enough, right? Not really.
I think it would be. If I'm doing this trick and they say M&M's, I'm like, yeah, M&M's it is. And then you dump them out and you go, oh, man, got close. And that's it, right?
Well, close enough.
Close enough, yeah.
That would be such a great, oh, man. Yeah, they say, if that happens, totally hit me up on Instagram and let me know exactly what happens. I want to hear the story.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Reese's Cups.
Yeah.
Cool. Mine's are Skittles. Now, it's nothing wrong with you saying what yours is.
No.
At all. Like, this is just the part of the conversation. If they just so happen to say what you need, Skittles, or whatever you put inside. You can really put whatever you want inside the box at the end of the day. So if you figure out that people keep saying one specific candy, great, put that one in there. But Skittles are just colorful and they're fun. And I say, okay, great, Skittles, okay.
Or whatever.
Yep. Reese's Cups. I like Skittles. Here we go. Check this out. Here. You hear that? And I'll take the card from them. Hold your hand out. Put them together. And from here, right, for the audience, this is great to see. You're going to crack it open, and all they can see is all that beautiful color inside the box, and you're just pouring all of it out. And there are no cards inside of the box. Great trick to do.
Yeah, it is.
And, dude, you should totally perform it. Dan's going to eat all the candy. I'm happy I bought 3 packs. That was only two. That was only 2 packs of Skittles. I got my own in the back. I'm going to go ahead and munch at when I'm done. Then at the...
I have no comment because these things take a while to chew.
He might be working that for a minute. As he's working those Skittles away, let me go ahead and just say, now at the end of this, what I have someone do, and I forgot to kind of say this too, two notes. One on the phone trick. When you borrow someone's phone, put the phone on vibrate. Turn the volume down. With iPhones, to kill the sound on them, every iPhone on the side here comes with a little notch. You can flick it back and you'll see orange appear. So you can see like that little bit of orange right there, right? If I flick it forward, that means the sound is on. So when you touch the tone pad, you're going to hear it. So you want to make sure that you turn that off by making the orange appear, okay? It's very important because when you start to put in your phone number, that might make a sound. So you just want to kill that. My second note, I wanted to go ahead and say, with this bell trick that Penguin has, when I make the ring vanish, and if you know what I'm talking about and you got it, and you watch the performance, I make someone ring the bell every time something amazing happens, right? And Dan had like this great thing to say. Was you that said it with the bell every time it rang? Oh no, I think it was Sean. Sean told me he liked it a lot, and I didn't even realize this is happening. But I tell the person who has the bell to ring it, right? Every time something amazing happens, right? So we're coaching this person on getting the crowd to react somehow, some way through this bell ringing. And I know, coming from me and the word coaching, you guys are going to be like, oh, but understand, right? You're keeping the energy alive in the room because at the end of the day, the more they applaud, the more that they're submerged into the experience of everything, right? It's kind of like a Pavlovian experiment, right? Every time that bell rings, they're being trained to feel a certain way, right? So it's great that we kind of introduce this bell in the beginning of the show because this is when people are genuinely the happiest to see magic, right? In the beginning, because they can kind of get a little worn out through the end. Very true. Like people can get worn out from seeing magic. It's kind of like this. It's it's like a guy who plays a guitar at a party, right? You ever been at a party and someone plays a guitar? And it's like the first couple of songs are great. First couple.
That's right. Yeah.
First or couple?
Yeah, maybe two. Maybe two for a guy at a party, you know.
Yeah. Then he starts doing the third song, and you're like, I had enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, unless you're hanging around with Eddie Van Halen at a party, or David Gilmour at a party, or right.
True. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix shows up, in the spirit and starts playing. This is amazing.
You're like,
I could be here all day.
You're like, no, don't play anymore, Jimmy. We heard enough. That'll never happen.
Never happen. But this is what happens for a lot of people. So there starts to be a diminishing return on the investment, right, of doing all this stuff. It's a diminishing return. You're doing so much magic, and they might start to kind of die out. Yeah, it's an hour show. Yeah, it's 30 minutes, but sometimes humans, they're habitual. And this is the thing that you can kind of get past if you train them to do things, because that's one thing they won't break, habit, right? If you train habit, they won't break it. So every time that bell rings, something amazing happens, they know to applaud, right? Great. End of discussion. Now at the end of this, right, with this great trick Penguin has, the ring is actually attached to the bell, right? So when their ring vanished, it was actually attached to that bell, and throughout the whole show, it was ringing, but you did not know it was their ring making that noise for everyone to applaud to, and that's why I use that trick. It's an amazing trick. It's killer. I think everyone should have it in their show. I think it's just like great to train your audience to be on this habit of clapping and being happy, because every time that bell rings, it brings them back to a nostalgic moment of, wow, like, you know, the first trick experience, right? And yeah, that is my lecture.
Yeah, it's great. Why don't you come on over here and sit down, and let's. I know we're kind of maybe teasing everybody with the bell trick, but I gotta be honest with you. I didn't know it was going to be a trick. Mm-hmm. You know, I just liked the idea of it in the audience. It was perfectly justified. I really liked the idea of that, you know, interaction happening, and the fact that it then went somewhere and was the close of the show was really nice. But it's interesting because and if you watch the performance again, you technically finished the show. And then as an afterthought, you were like, oh yeah, you know, you probably want your ring back. So the truth of it is, you could do this act without, you know, just do the borrowed ring and don't vanish it, and you could go through the whole thing and then turn the deck into Skittles, and that's a heck of a solid act.
Yes.
The person's just ringing a bell. So don't feel disappointed that you haven't learned that one. I want everybody to feel excited by the fact that that's going to be available. It'll come with everything that's necessary. It'll teach, you know, which rings to use and which ones not to use. I mean, it's obvious that you don't want to use something too dainty that'll break in there, that kind of stuff. So besides that, the way that this whole thing was put together, I really, really liked it. And I like the fact that there's magic that's happening along the way that's setting you up for something else, you know?
Yeah.
That's always smart construction and thinking about it. Did you ever see the commercial where somebody would touch things and they would turn to Skittles?
Oh,
It was like
that was really good. That was a Super Bowl commercial, wasn't it?
That's right. It's like they had the Midas touch, but it was Skittles, and they and you know, and they didn't want to touch anything. That's what came into my mind for that turning the deck into Skittles. I think that's pretty funny. You might be able to work that in somehow, but
you know,
it just sort of happens. Right?
Just like if there was a guy in the audience, and now you got me thinking. This is like the creative process. If you had a coin, right, and then like maybe you kind of you palmed it off, and you said, "Hey man, I want you to touch the coin." They touch the coin, it turns into a Skittle.
Yeah.
Dude, something's wrong with you. Why is it everything you touch turns to Skittles?
Yeah,
right?
you could set it up a couple of times. Yeah, you could vanish the ring like that. The ring becomes Skittles, you know, whatever. And then by the time it gets to the deck, it would floor everybody. Yeah.
Skittles. And it's that one audience member that just has the touch of turning things into Skittles.
Yeah, I love it.
That would be hilarious.
And the other thing, and I mentioned it, but I don't think I can say this too strongly, and that is that this act and your persona, is not about the tricks specifically. They're great tricks. They're well thought out. There's some smart stuff in there. But man, it's just the fact that you relate so well to everybody. That's the fun. And you said yourself, and I think that every magician should take this to heart. You have more fun when somebody else is doing the magic. When you give them the power to do it. I can sense your enthusiasm with that. Whereas if you were just showing off and just doing it, you know, that feels kind of like not who you are. You know, like you want to empower people and have fun around them.
Yeah, magic is like, it's great when it feels like you were a part of it, and even when it comes to the ring trick, it was your ring. Mm-hmm. When it came to the phone trick, it was your phone.
Yeah.
When it came to the bottle, like I was asking you, like, do you think it's gone? Like, you know what I mean? When it came to even the bell, you were part of it the entire time. Yeah. I think that's why magic is like. I think that's why we all got into magic, because I think we felt as if we were a part of it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like when a person does a haunted deck and it's the one in your hand.
Yeah.
When Blaine did it on the street in New York.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first clip I've ever seen of Blaine doing magic. That's the one that stuck with me forever. The girls holding the deck and then the magic happening in their hand. Mm-hmm. That was so powerful for me to see, because in my head I was like, there's no way in the world her focusing is doing that. Like,
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. But you know, and this is part of what the mystique about Blaine was, and I believe that you're carrying it on, that you get to see people's honest reactions to them having a magical moment.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know how they did it, but they're actually having this magical moment. I just love it. I think you do a fantastic job. It has been a thrill to get a chance to hang out with you. Thank you so much for bringing this to us.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next time. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for Jabrizi. Come on out, man. Jabrizi. Dude. Yeah.